What is going on, everyone? How are you all doing? This is Jix here at Man Crypto, back again with another video. In today's video, we're going to be looking at the crazy price action with Bitcoin, and this is becoming almost boring because every day it's smashing all-time highs. Just goes to show we are fully 100% in the bull run, and we have been for a little while. And also, I want to talk about a little trend that's happening since XRP's situation with the SEC. So let's run the intro and get straight to it. Before we get started, if you haven't already done so, subscribe to the channel and like this video. Also, if you're new to crypto and you want to learn all the fundamental tools that you need to get started in the market right away, I've made a course completely free. Link for that is in the description. And also, if you want to be part of my private Telegram group where I give more daily, regular technical analysis and chart work, link for that is also in the description. With that out of the way, let's get straight into the price action. I mean, it doesn't make any sense. Well, it does. Obviously, we're in a bull run, but this is absolutely insane. The kind of vertical price action. I and many other people have been calling for a huge correction for so long, and it just keeps going and going and going. Now, this could very well be a short squeeze. I did see some tweets about $100 million worth of shorts being obliterated. So this could very well be a short squeeze and will correct very shortly. However, every time we've tried to call the end of this top, we've been proven wrong. So as I've said previously, let's just let Bitcoin do its thing, and when it wants to correct, it'll correct. This would also be a good time to take a little bit of profit. As I always recommend, small profits go a long way. But I mean, this is great to see, but let's put this into perspective, because obviously this is exponential growth. This is a parabolic rally. So this will, when this corrects, it will be at least a 30% correction. If it corrected from this point, right, 31,200, 30% could take us down to about 21,000, give or take. And 35% would be about 20.5. So we could correct and potentially retest the previous all-time high at 20k. It's very possible and very plausible. Now, we don't get too many of these rallies, obviously, but we are in the bull run. So if we look at the previous bull run that we were in, we had 2 or 3 or 4 of these very strong pumps, and normally these corrections are about 30%. Let's just have a look and see. 38%, 38%, and this is a smaller one at about 22%. And the other thing that should be noted is that these corrections obviously are very short-lived, right? So from the top, this correction was about a month basically. So when we do get the correction, it will take about a month, give or take. But during these bull runs, the best thing to do is to buy the dips and average in your buys. Even as it's rallying, even at these times, it's still good to average in your buys, because many people are just waiting for those dips, and that is good. It's good to wait for those dips, but people have been waiting since the dip since 20,000. So if they had average in buys from that point, they'd still be up. So at this point, because we're still relatively early on in this bull run, it's good to just average in the buys. Ethereum is pumping as well. A lot of pump action today. We are loving it. It's starting to show more of a parabolic rise, just like Bitcoin. We are almost at the $800 level, or even 788 top from back in, this was post bull run, this was back in April 2018. One of the tops that we're looking at is 820, 830. So Ethereum is doing very well. Happy to see that. XRP, bit of a pullback, but kind of looking at XRP, since that capitulation, it is turning around. So it made a nice rounding formation. The one thing I'm looking for now for XRP to actually complete this reversal is to close above this trend line, this long-term trend line. If we can close above this and then use it as support, that would be very, very bullish. And I may start averaging my buys from that point. But it has reacted quite well since the capitulation. So it's good to see that. Litecoin as well, small little pump from Litecoin. Let's have a look at the total market cap, or the total market, to see what other coins are pumping. Dogecoin, one of the altcoin indicators, is doing very well. Reserve rights token, Algorand, 8.6%. So overall, we're having a nice green day. FTX token doing very well, $6. I'm telling you, soon it'll be $10. What about on the flip side? We've got Monero. Okay, we're going to talk about private coins in a bit. So, as mentioned, obviously XRP has been delisted on more platforms following the SEC Ripple complaint, and this is quite understandable. From a business point of view, these exchanges don't want to hold a cryptocurrency that could potentially become a security. So it does make sense why they are delisting it. From a business standpoint, you don't want to hold essentially a problem, a risk that could really impact the business. So it makes complete sense. Crypto.com, Coinbase, OKCoin have delisted XRP. Hopefully, if everything goes well and XRP does get the all clear, then they'll get relisted. But the trend that I'm talking about is now privacy coins, right? Bittrex to delist privacy coins. So more different categories of cryptocurrencies are getting delisted. This is not good. Privacy coins do hold value in the market because, of course, the privacy coins, sometimes you don't want everything to be traced. You don't want the government and the authorities to have complete, just like cash. Obviously, you can't trace that. Privacy coins have a purpose in the market as well. And if they're going to delist these privacy coins, that is not a good sign. So they're potentially, on Friday, will be delisting Monero, Zcash, and Dash. Sorry, they are delisting, not potentially. And it's continuing a trend of so-called privacy coin being delisted. This is very sad to see, and I have actually heard rumors even before, months before, privacy coins probably will not last. And it makes sense. An exchange, the fact that all these authorities, taxing authorities, want to have full disclosure. They want to actually, obviously, collect their taxes. They need to have as much information as possible. They can't have a coin where there's no history, where that you can't track them, you can't trace them. It makes sense. It makes sense, but it's still sad to see. So an update from FinCEN. They want US citizens to disclose offshore crypto holdings of 10K and more. And I did see another article. I didn't find it. Yeah, so FinCEN, this is another proposed rule that they want to enforce, and that's regarding the personal identities behind private crypto wallets, and that's if the transactions are over 10,000. So any transaction over that amount, so over $3,000, or if they have cumulative transaction over 10K to private crypto wallet, any transaction would have to be reported directly to FinCEN, and so the exchanges would have to do this. So obviously all the anonymity, and this makes sense from a AML point of view. You can't have these, potentially criminals sending large amounts, laundering money. So this does make sense. And if you don't have anything to hide, it wouldn't really affect you. But obviously it goes against the whole ethos of crypto being decentralized, and you owning your own assets and no one telling you kind of what to do. It goes against that. Another update: NFT art, non-fungible token art sales reached all-time high of 8.2 million. This is a fantastic use case, and I think this is going to continue to increase. When you have more artists creating these tokens, they'll become more valuable as time goes on. And this is fantastic, a great use case for sure. You can see the increase for it hit 8.2 million, and in November, the month before, it was 2.6 million. So a massive increase. I could really see this potentially when you have more artists coming out, even celebrities. If they create like one-time pieces or limited edition NFTs, these are going to be very hot, very expensive. So it's fantastic to see. And this is just kind of another article about the delisting of privacy coins, the big three. Again, very sad to see, but it makes sense. So that'll be all for this video. A small video. Sad to see again, privacy coins are going to get delisted, or they're starting to. The trend. This could evolve into other cryptocurrencies, certain sectors that may get delisted. Who knows? The FinCEN may start to go on an offense and attack different cryptocurrencies. And it started from XRP getting sued. But that's on the negative side. The positive side is Bitcoin is absolutely smashing it once again. Total market cap, we are 800 billion. We're only 200 billion away from 1 trillion. This is absolutely insane. And as I said in my private Telegram group, this is the year of El Toro, the bull. So make sure you have your game plan set. This is only going to get bigger and bigger. Have your targets in mind, and when the time comes, take what you can, take a profit and leave. That will be my mission for this year, and we'll revisit that at the end of this year. So I hope you got some value from that, and see you in the next video. Peace.